Way in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 20. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Lawrence will throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuckle rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's right. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it. Yeah,
they lost it there. Big fumble. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way. What else you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 3rd down, Lawrence. To hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field in the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 44, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down now. It's right, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give, right side, right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try to throw now. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Lawrence. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Right. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On first down, Lawrence. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 2nd down. It's right. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Youngway Koo from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe, but they can keep this up.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. DJ Moore, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
And a Falcon first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott on the move to his left. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Falcons 16, Chargers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip down. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Falcons.
They'll run on first down. It's right, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to the zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play action now, Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun, and they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Chargers. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. So things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now a give, right side, right. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that with no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Prescott from the gun. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack on first down, Prescott got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. Out to his left. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, it's right. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and when the offensive line has executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You know, last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd down, it's right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now Lawrence. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Troy Anderson coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, When it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day has been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here we go.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Right back to him on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
147 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
42-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll need 5 on this play.